Hi friends, and welcome back to this week's Self-Love Masterclass. Wow, so I realized I have a lot of new subscribers since the last time I did a video, so I want to say welcome to all of my new friends and hello again to all of my old friends. So you can see the title of this video, right? We are going to be talking all about getting rid of the people that weigh us down. I want to just start this video off by saying I know that this is a very difficult and uncomfortable topic, and if you're watching this video, I really acknowledge you for even wanting to take a look at this, because I know as spiritual people and light workers and empaths, we have very, very big compassionate hearts, and it's very difficult for us to think about letting people go or possibly walking away from people in our life. It almost feels like we're doing something mean, and yet sometimes making a choice or a decision like this is actually the best thing, not just for us, but for the other people involved in the situation. So I really want us to be looking at this not from a place of like, I am better than them, but like, what is necessary for growth, for you, for me, and for anyone else involved in the situation. So let's look at life this way. Let's say that life is a mountain that we're trying to climb, and there are points on the mountain that are easier than others, and of course some points on the mountain that are a little bit more steeper than others. Obviously, to climb a mountain, we need resources, we need to be energized, we need to be at a certain level of wellness, we need to be mentally and emotionally prepared. But one of the other things that are really important is we need to be light, we need to not be carrying too much baggage, and we certainly need to be aware of the things that are weighing us down. Relationships are kind of like things that can either lighten the experience of us, the experience that we have of life for us, or they can be things that act like weights, things that weigh us down, drag us down, and actually get in the way of us climbing the mountain and reaching the destinations that we were meant to reach. Yes? So the first thing that you want to do, and I've actually shared a snippet of this exercise in previous videos, but this is how you use it in relationship to this context that we're talking about. So you make a list of all the people in your life that you spend the most time with. And you want to do an assessment, right? You want to do a real honest assessment. I know it's difficult to do, okay? But again, think of this as something that is going to serve the highest good of all people involved. And what you want to do is you want to see if after your interaction with them, you feel propelled to go after the things that you want in life, or if you feel held back from going after the things that you want in life. The next thing that you want to look at is when you are interacting with that person or those people or in that environment, whatever you're looking at, are you being your higher self? Are you being the grandest version of who you're meant to be? Are you fully self-expressed? Are you authentic? Do you feel like you're on fire, in alignment with who you are? Or do you feel like you kind of shrink back into your ego self? Do you feel like you kind of regress into old patterns and unwanted behaviors, the things that actually block you from what you want in life? The next thing that you kind of want to explore is, what do you do after you've been spending time with those people? So do you find that you need a lot of downtime where you're just like decompressing and doing nothing and sleeping and vegging out? Or do you find that after your, interactions with them, or after you spent time with them, you feel energized to like look at your life and reflect and do self-love work and get in action around the things that are important to you? I know you can tell based on the things I asked you to look at, which things are helpful and which things are not helpful. The toughest part of doing this self-love work is the assessment. It's about being really honest, because you may find that there are people that you really, really love, people that you really enjoy spending time with, people that you have a lot of history with, maybe even people that you live with that may not be helpful for you or are not really helpful for the next leg of your self-love journey. And so then you're making difficult decisions about whether you should stay in this marriage or not, whether you should be in this relationship with your boyfriend or girlfriend or not. It may be something like making a decision about whether you should stay at that workplace or not, or whether you should go to Thanksgiving dinner or not. You know, these are the things that are so difficult because for us, we want to please everyone. We want to make everyone happy. We just want to do the thing that's going to keep the peace, right? We want to avoid conflict. But sometimes trying to keep the status quo, trying to keep the peace, you know, trying to make sure that nothing ever changes isn't helpful. Not for us and not for the other people involved. It means that we're not growing. It means that that commitment to real, authentic love isn't being honored. And oftentimes, that's where relationships, whether it's family relationships or partner relationships or friendships, start to crumble. By gaining clarity about what's not working and what needs to be worked out, there's a great opportunity to swing these relationships back into a place, an energetic state where they actually serve us and lift us up rather than weigh us down. It doesn't necessarily mean that the only alternative is to walk away or let go or to spend less time with those people. I just want to make sure you know this, that it's not always all or nothing. Sometimes this clarity is the thing that can turn everything around. The important thing here, my friends, is that you're doing the work to reflect, that you're always introspecting, and that you're always taking responsibility for your own life and the things that you want for your own personal growth. Remember, we can't change other people, and we can't even tell other people how they should act, how they should think, or how they should behave. What we can do is be clear about what we want, clear about what we need, and be consistent in sending a message to our friends, our families, our partners, our loved ones, whoever it is, about who we are and the direction that we're going in. It isn't selfish to want to be the best version of yourself. It isn't selfish to want to be operating from your higher self as often as you possibly can. It isn't selfish to want to have relationships that heal and nourish and encourage growth for everyone involved. A lot of people come to me and they say to me, you know, I don't know why things aren't happening in my life. I don't know why I can't manifest the things that I want. And while that answer for everyone is going to be different, the one thing that we all have in common is groups and communities, because we're not an island. And if we look at who we're surrounding ourselves by, it will give us an indication of who we have been being in our own lives and what we have been tolerating or not speaking up or acting on to shift or change. I honestly feel like there's so much more I want to say about this topic. This is something that I work on so closely and so deeply and intensely on with my clients when we're doing one-on-ones. And I know it's something that is so helpful for them. I know that doing this work has been helpful for me. I honestly can say now that I don't have any toxic relationships, like none. And I don't have any personal relationships that don't propel me forward. Everyone in my life is somebody that is a champion for me, and it has made my life that much richer and fuller and just amazing, to be perfectly honest. And I know that this is something that is achievable for all of us. It's not unique to me. It's just about taking the steps, knowing the self-love work that needs to be done and then just doing it and actively working on it every day. All right, my friends, so it has been such a pleasure doing this video for you. If it has been helpful for you, do not forget to give it a like so that I know, hey, this was helpful. Please make more videos on this topic. And also share it with your friends and your family, you know, anybody that you think could really benefit or anyone that's struggling. Lastly, I just want to let you know that I really appreciate your time and your energy. Thank you for watching this video until the end. And if you have video requests or questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave them below. If you want to reach me, all of my information is also below. All right, so I'm going to end this video now. I'm so happy that the lighting came back. It was so dark this morning and I wasn't going to do this video, but here it is. Thank you, universe, and thank you, inner strength, for helping me to get it done. Don't you forget, until we see each other in the next video, my friends, that we really are in this together. Mwah.